Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The Fat Asian has hit 100K, but I'm not gonna let it go to my head. I don't think it's like that big of a deal or anything.
God's plan. God's plan. I can't do this on.
Alright, I had a little fun. Alright, ladies and gents, you really seem to like the sell the whole goddamn team challenge with Real Madrid, so we are back, and with the highest request, we are gonna be doing their rivals, their arch nemesis, FC Barcelona. First and foremost, I did do this in the last one, I should have. I gotta give all the props to JarradHD. He's the guy who brought Rebuild over to FIFA career mode, and this is pretty much the basis, the foundation on what I'm going to be doing. Slightly modified type of rebuild. I'm only going to be doing one season right here. But the concept for you guys who are unfamiliar is I take every single player that's on Barcelona. The Messi, the Suarez, the Rakitic, the everyone. And I go ahead, I sell them. And then after I sold every single player, even the Scrub Lords, I go ahead and I total up how much money they were worth in euros. And this time I did something a little bit different because I also sold all of the loan players, and I thought it was going to be hard to beat Real Madrid, who came in at 800 million, but nay, the total amount of selling everyone on Barcelona came out to 850 million euros. All right, I rounded up. It was like 843.7 million, but still 850. And I essentially rebuy a whole entire brand new team with a 850 million euro budget. And if you are excited to see this completely rebuilt Barcelona side from the ground up, go ahead, smush your goddamn erect nipples into the like button right now. Subscribe, hit the goddamn bell, get the notifications on all. And also, weird request, but if you happen to be in Las Vegas this next weekend, I am attending EVO. So if you see a Fat Asian walking around vlogging, say hi. But without further ado, I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the completely revamped, the completely rebuilt Barcelona. Also, a caveat before we start, I built this Barcelona side with, the Barcelona spirit in mind. So I went for technically gifted players. Even in the back line, I wanted players who can play it out the back, who have good dribbling ability, can play the tiki-taka Spanish style. On top of that, I can't rebuy any of the current Barcelona players or former Barcelona players, and I was kind of shying away from buying any Real Madrid players as well, because I think that would be a little bit, I guess for lack of a better term, distasteful. And lastly, I tried not to reuse a lot of the same transfers that I did for Real Madrid in the last episode, but it's a little bit hard, okay? They're both like arguably the two best teams in the world. They're gonna want the best players in the world, so it's a little bit of a tug of war. And obviously, I'm not going to defame Barcelona by putting on Cristiano Ronaldo onto the side. I'm not going to put on Neymar, who was formerly on this side. So if you want to kind of go down the list, who is the third or fourth best player in the world? My money, Mohamed Salah. He's a left-footed angel on that right side, but I'm going to be playing him up top. I'm pretty sure he can handle playing at the center forward position. And he comes in at 63 million. He's actually not the most expensive player on this list. In fact, the man right next to him actually is Paulo Dybala. Also, maybe not a traditional center forward, but he can play in that position. The reason why I went for these two up front is because not only do they got a goal or two in them, but both of them possess excellent playmaking ability and technical ability. In fact, I think everyone in the midfielder, I think everyone on this team, save for the goalkeeper, has at least like something around like 70 to 80 short pass. Then on the left side, he's actually been linked a lot with Barcelona before declaring his loyalty for Atletico Madrid, and that is Antoine Griezmann. Had a fantastic little World Cup. He's been fantastic for Atletico for the past couple of seasons. A really, really crafty player, a pacey player, intelligent player. He's going to do very, very well in this side, especially now that he is alongside his fellow Frenchman in Paul Pogba. We already know that they already have a natural chemistry between them. Pogba is a little bit of an enigma. Put into the right system where he can just primarily focus on playmaking and using his strengths. I think that's exactly how Barcelona would go ahead and use him. Alongside him is another player that has been widely discussed as maybe a potential transfer target for Barcelona in years past, and that is Marco Verratti of PSG. A small player, but a very, very gifted player and an intelligent player. Excellent passing. And then on the right side, it's a little bit maligned, but I went with Ozil. He's not a traditional winger, but I think he can play the role intelligently enough that he can get away with it. We have seen kind of the same thing with like Manchester City playing David Silva out on the right side. And here's the thing, I don't see this front four as like a static front four. I can easily see each and every one of these front four players, even the two midfielders, free-flowing, connecting, playing each other's positions. It would just be a marking nightmare. And then the back line, we got more attacking options right here. Joshua Kimmich, I mean, he's absolutely fantastic. Probably the best young right back in the world. And then next to him is his former Bayern teammate. You got Matt Hummels, one of the highest rated center backs in the world. Decent on the ball, can definitely handle and pass out of the back. And then next to him is Vertonghen, who's equally adept at defending as well as being adept on the ball. And then on the left side is Alex Telles, and once again, the main thing that I looked about him is not only is he got good speed, he's got excellent stamina, but he's got excellent short passing for a left back, 80 short passing. And as for the keeper position, I went with Ederson because I think he's probably one of the best young keepers in the game who's adept with the ball at his feet. And his ability to shot block as well as his distribution with the likes of Salah and Griezmann going forward that he could just spray balls to, it's going to be, I mean, come on. You would want to watch this team play. Would you not vote up in the iThingies? And as strong as his first team is, boy, I got something for you on the bench, because with 850 million, I kind of ran out of places to spend money. I felt like Jeff Bezos, man. Too much money, not enough shit to buy. So check out my freaking bench. Another player that I would love to see play in the Barcelona system, because I just really appreciate his football intelligence, and that is Roberto Firmino. You could see it in a bunch of the highlights with Salah. It's a lot of Roberto Firmino holding up the ball and bringing Salah into the play. So if Dybala or Salah are, you know, a little bit too tiny to lead the line, I think Roberto Firmino offers a lot of versatility there. And then I also wanted to get a little bit younger and a little bit more craftier. Gabriel Jesus is a poacher, but he's also got the technical ability and the playmaking ability as well. Then the midfield, if you need a little bit more defensive stability, Paul Pogba and Verratti, maybe not the best defensive options. You got the sturdy and reliable Fernandinho. He's a little bit up in age, but he can definitely get the job done. He's been one of the best midfielders in the Premier League for the past couple seasons. Then as a backup left back, you got Guerrero over here, can also double in the midfield. You got some good youngsters in the back line in De Ligt as well as Odriozola. Johnson's a little bit weird one because he is English. There aren't a lot of English players who do go over and play in La Liga, but he does have the ability to be confident on the ball and bring the ball out of the back. Went a little bit cheaper on the left mid option over here, but Alphonso Davies is the next wonderkin signed for Bayern Munich. Hopefully he does well over there. Bentancur offers a little bit more solidity in the midfield as well as potential. And then we have Thomas Lemar. Yeah, we had a lot of money. So yeah, looking at the starting 11, I probably would give the nod to Real Madrid, and the totality of the team, when you add all the depth and the versatility and options into this side, I would say overall, this is a far stronger team. But you guys go ahead, vote up in the iThingies on that as well. I'm curious. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Barcelona squad, I put them into career mode, and now I'm going to make additional transfers. Yes, let's go ahead, take a look at the transfer budget. I have 183 additional million to go ahead and play around with now and to make further additions to this squad. And then once I finish that, I'm going to sim all the way to the end, and we're going to see if I can either win the league or if I can win Champions League. And if I accomplish neither one of these things, then at the end of this video, I have to go ahead and give away either 20 bucks worth of FIFA points or 20 bucks worth of V-Bucks. Also, I'll be giving away multiple copies of FIFA 19 and my thank you for 100,000 special. Without further ado, let's get to some transfers, baby. All right, first place I'm going to look to upgrade is Alex Telles, and we're going to try to replace him with David Alaba. I think Alex Telles can do the job fine. It's just we could do even better. Then also David Alaba came up as a disciple under Pep Guardiola at his time at Bayern Munich, so I'm thinking he probably fit into the system pretty well. 57, 51, and you got yourself a deal. And he likes that. Okay, about 50 million for David Alaba. Not bad. Not bad indeed. And while I like Ederson, his ability to play with the ball at his foot, why not go in? Why not go in for arguably the best keeper in the world? Second best keeper in the world, let's be honest. But for the Bants, let's try to upgrade. Go for Manuel Neuer. All right, he's worth 54 million, so let's give them 65. They'll probably put this up to something astronomical. Let's see, 100 million? Do I pay 100 million for Manuel Neuer just to have Ederson sit on my bench? Defense wins championships, bros. 88, all right, almost 90 million for Manuel Neuer. And the last guy I'm gonna go in for right now, we're going to try to complete the entire swoop of the Bayern back line. We already have Kimmich and Hummels. We're going to go in for Boateng, Alaba, and Neuer. Ooh, Ooh, plus the player deal. Interesting. Okay. So I'll take John Stones at about 50. And that's the fair. Okay, John Stones at 44 million for Jerome Boateng. I know he's a little bit injury prone, but if he does, you know, pick up the injury bug, we do have Vertonghen who can do a adequate job. David Alaba has gone ahead and accepted terms there. And there we go, David Alaba and Jerome Boateng. So we have successfully recreated the Bayern back line now. But with the purchase of David Alaba as well as Jerome Boateng, you can see right here, we do not have enough to go ahead and bring in Manuel Neuer, which is a little bit disappointing. It would have been nice to complete the set. But we'll see. Let's continue on. Maybe we can sell a player. In a turn of events, I found this guy, Juan Cardinale, 23 years of age, in the free agent section. He's one of the best young keepers in the game with the ball at his feet, and he's got pretty darn high potential. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just sign him up right now. Now we're going to offer him 100K, which is probably far over what he's worth, but we got him on a free, all right? All right, 90 million left. I'd like to add a little bit more bite to our midfield, a little bit more oomph. Verratti is a tiny man, and Pogba isn't the most defensively apt player, so we're going to go in for Hamshake. Fuck around and get someone pregnant right here. 52. 10 million over the top of this. 70. Okay. 65. 65 is as high as I can go, man. All right, they're going to accept that. We'll move on. Hamshik, we'll go ahead. We'll delegate. Oh, my God. This bullshit again. Roberto Firmino sprains his MCL, and now he's going to be out 2 months. But luckily, we got enough people to back him up. We are loaded in the front end. You know, we got the likes of Griezmann, Dybala, Gabriel Jesus, even like Salah and Lamar could probably play a little bit at striker. I think we should be okay. But the offer is accepted for Marek Hamšík. It'll offer us that depth that we desperately needed. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And on that note, I think that is going to be pretty much it. We have brought in this window David Alaba and Jerome Boateng to complete the swoop of the Bayern München backline, and then we brought in Hamšík for more depth in the midfield, and then Cardinale just as depth behind Mr. Ederson. We still got about 10 million to fuck around and play with in case, you know, we need to make another signing or two. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim up to the Supercopa, and it's up against Real Madrid. We'll see how this goes down. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's sim this game in the first match of the Supercopa. Wow. So we spent that much money on the back line, and we let Benzema score in the first 7 minutes. Okay, we tied it up, Verratti. Bale missed a pen. Why did we give away? Why did I spend 180 in total? Almost, what is it, like $1 billion on this team just so that Boateng could get a yellow card? Brilliant. Brilliant, boys. Excellent. At least no one got hurt. I f***ing spoke too soon. Are you kidding me? In a training accident, Matt Hummels went down with a broken toe, and he's going to be out 6 weeks. I'm cursed, man. I'm cursed. All right, why not? Let's see it out. Let's see who wins the Super Cup. It was a 1-1. Now this time, I guess we're over. Playing again? Come on! I spent so much money on this back line, and we're giving away goals in the first 10 minutes. Toni Kroos gets on the board first this time. Seems to be holding for Vertonghen, picks up a yellow card. Lamar's in. Vardy comes in. Paul Pogba pulls one back. And I guess we might have to go to pens here. Is anyone going to find a winner? Come on! We're going into extra time. Jesus is in for Salah. Oh my God! I've made all the wrong transfers, guys. Also, Real Madrid bought Vardy. So it's not looking all too promising, but at this moment, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sim to the halfway point and see how the lads are doing. So go ahead, take it away, Time Wizard. Go, Time Wizard! All right, we set on January 1st of 2018. Let's go take a looky at the player stats. How are the people doing? And La Liga Santander, predictably in FIFA 18, Ronaldo is on top. If you guys don't know, Ronaldo is the cover athlete, and they tend to give him a little bit of a boost. Barcelona's top man is Paul Pogba with 7, and there are a couple others on here. Dybala in 10th place, he's bagged 6, and Antoine Griezmann has bagged 5. We go over to assists, and it's Diego Costa of Atletico Madrid, who's tied with Perotti. Let's see. Oh, and Undone. Pogba is on here in 9th place with 4, and no one else. Let's go over to clean sheets, and it is Adon who is tied on top with Lopez. and it is, oh my god, they played Carnali, the guy that we got for a free. He's got more clean sheets than Ederson. Although, if you add both of them together, it's a 9. That would beat Adon. All right, let's take a look. Maybe we're on top here. Nope, but just barely. Okay, we are 1 point behind Real Madrid, 40-39. We actually do possess the better goal differential, only by 3, but it is an extremely close race. We do have the best defense in the league. I paid enough for it, goddammit. Only allowing 10 goals the entirety of the season. That would have been pretty dope if we could have kept it under double digits, but yeah, you know. But anyway, we're going to sim to the end of the season now and see if we have either made it into the Champions League final or if we win the league. Take it away, Time Wizard.
Go, Time Wizard!
All right, eternal sadness, Barcelona fans. As you can see right here, we did not make it to the Champions League final. Who failed us? Are you kidding me? Pogba-less Manchester United beat us? This is some bullshit. Like hell, I'm a Manchester United fan. This would never happen. Oh, Jose, up to your old tricks, I see. We had a 1-1 draw, and then we lost 2-0. Really? Really? But all right. Let's take a look at the player stats at this moment. The top scorer in La Liga Santander, not too surprising, was Cristiano Ronaldo. Atletico Madrid had a couple of good showings in here with Gamero as well as Costa, both in the top 5. Griezmann was the top Barcelona man, coming in with 13. Pogba had 12 as well, and then all the way down 15th was 10 out of Dybala. Let's go over to assists, and it is Costa who wins it. And there is no one on here from Barcelona. I thought we were playing tiki-taka, guys. And then if we go over to clean sheets, we can see that Carnali and Ederson combined, you know, for 19. So there's like an outside shot at this, and Keylor Navas only had 11 clean sheets. Like maybe, but before we go over and check that, let's go ahead, let's take a look at the squad report and see how the players have grown. And at the end of the season, you can see that Ederson got up to an 88, Carnali got up to a 79, Kimmich up to an 86, Berzola up to an 81, De Ligt up to an 80, Vertonghen stayed at 86, Boateng stayed at 87, Hummel stayed at a 90, Telles went up +2 to an 84, Guerrero went up +1 to an 81, David Alaba stayed at an 85, Fernandinho went down by 1 to an 84, Paul Pogba all the way up to a 91, Hamsik went down by 1, Verratti went up by 2, up to an 89, Bentancur almost to 80, Lamar got up to an 85, Davies went up by +2, Dybala went up to a 92, Ozil stayed at 87, Salah up to an 89, Griezmann up to an 89, Firmino up to 86, Gabriel Jesus up to 86, and that is going to be it. As you can see, I still have the Loney players on here because it's just a bitch to do it, but I didn't use them for anything, so should be fair. And all right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the table. If I do not win, I remind you, I have to give away $20 worth of V-Bucks or $20 worth of FIFA points. Let's go. I'm looking down. I'm looking over. We aren't. Oh my God. We weren't even close. 87 to Real Madrid. Really? 87 points to Real Madrid. We had the best defensive line. That is quite a tiny number. We only allowed 24 goals the entirety of the season. Even with that stout defense, we just couldn't make up, I guess, like the amount of goals scored. It's not like we were even that bad. We scored the second most goals out of anyone. We scored 72 to Real Madrid's 80, although they had a pretty strong defense as well, only allowing 32, which was the second best by a decent margin. I don't know, man. This one was a little bit frustrating. Vote up in the eye thing is rate my rebuild skills with this Barcelona squad, because honestly, maybe I went with more of my heart than with my mind on this. I just really wanted to see that front four play together and rotate in. I know it would have been really good to watch, and then I thought, oh, screw it, I'll just make a really good backline behind it so they can do whatever, but they just didn't come through for me. But yeah, I have to go ahead and give away $20 worth of V-Bucks or $20 worth of FIFA points. In order to be entered to win, you have to go ahead, leave a comment down below, like this video, and then hit me up on the Twitters at BeanBonnets and tweet a picture at me of which player do you think Barcelona should be purchasing in this current window. In 1 week's time, I'll announce the winner of that giveaway. But yeah, that is pretty much it from me. If you want to go ahead and check out the previous rebuild, go ahead and click over here where I rebuilt Real Madrid. Or if you want to check out some real fun, go ahead and click over here. And this is my co-op career mode with Mrs. Monis, and she's played next to 0 FIFA. It was fun for her. not so much for me. But yeah, that is it for me, B-. Once again, a reminder, I'm going to be at EVO this weekend in Las Vegas, so come holla at your boy. Follow me on the Snapchats for all my hijinks. And until next time, boys, stay thick.